Hi there, everyone. Just wanted to share a bit about who I am. So, as we're starting 2025, I wanted to be more open with who I am and what my channel is all about. Basically, I am an artist and I'm currently, right now, a stay at home mom who is also on a journey of learning more about that I am neurodivergent thanks to basically one of my children being that way. Um, I kind of learned about this 5 years ago during my oldest child's diagnosis, and even beyond that, getting hints along the years, but not getting an official diagnosis at 5 years old, thanks to just things just happen that way with the timing. But anyways, I digress. So what my channel's focus is being an artist and learning how to kind of not deal with, but just learning how to live with being neurodivergent and hopefully sharing what I'm learning along the way with others about, how it's important that working from home is the option thanks to YouTube, and which I'm so grateful for because I'd like to share a lot of my experiences trying to work in an office environment and um, learning as well that I do best with jobs that I use my hands with. So, yeah, I'd like to share those experiences with others, and also, creating a creative creative, starting a creative community of others who are similar to me or, other neurodivergents who are artistic and creative and, want to feel like you belong someplace. Or at least, want to share your experiences with, dealing with different communication situations, different social situations, those types of things. But yeah, those are the things that I'd like to share with on my channel. And getting back to, how I'm doing with my day today, I want to share. I had a pretty good day with my kids. I have two and they're very high energy, so I made sure to get a good night's sleep and wake up early, took them out to the grocery store for a quick shop. And thankfully, it wasn't too busy because that's one thing I'm trying to teach my oldest with, how to deal with uncomfortable situations and, being in busy stores and noises, like the announcements that grocery stores have at times and music. I'm That's something I'm actively trying to teach my oldest how to be uncomfortable and how to deal with it through, being exposed a lot and learning how I deal with at least breathing deep breaths a lot and moving away from situations that you're uncomfortable. So that actually went well today, doing that. And of course, me being also neurodivergent, after being in the grocery store, sitting in the car a bit with my tea, and I also made sure to order my kids, like a McDonald's treat. We had hash browns. Well, they had hash browns and apple juice and orange juice. And they actually enjoyed an egg McMuffin. I was surprised. But taking that break after was so important to like process, everything from the store. And it wasn't that busy because, being January 2nd, there's not a lot of shoppers in there. Everyone bought all their groceries ahead of time. And even when I was trying to buy nuggets, they're only like, the flavors that not everyone likes. So, but yeah, and I was glad that my oldest also said, I gave my oldest the option, do you want to, do more shopping be outside more because it was a beautiful sunny day. But being in Canada, the weather, sunny days usually mean very cold weather. So that was a no for going out further with my oldest, but my youngest wanted to continue. And I had a pretty good, it was like, it almost lasted till mid afternoon being out, because for some reason I didn't go out as often, mainly because I wanted to bake a lot and do a lot of, start a lot of traditions, Christmas traditions with my kids and share the things that I've learned and that I love. Like I enjoy doing like baking. I love baking a lot during the holidays and crafting. So I want to share that with my kids. But also, I know too, coming to the end of the holidays, I do feel burnt out, a bit of burnout, and getting outside and just doing something that's fun and doesn't require so much energy, but just, buying food so I don't have to make breakfast. I'm not much of a morning person, I can adapt when I need to. But yeah, today, at least the morning half was very good. And later in the day, we just hung out, made popcorn, watched TV. I try to do a little bit of work. And yeah, it was a great day. I had a good day with my kids, but I'm definitely trying to pace myself now because I am feeling you know, a bit of exhaustion because they are home full time and I don't get the usual breaks I do from when they're in school. But I know too that they won't be little like this forever. And I'm trying to be mindful of getting better rest and going to bed earlier and not staying up too late trying to get my own, decompression, like my own me time. I'm trying not to do too much of that at nighttime and instead just relax with a nice bath. I love using Epsom salts, especially in this winter time. It gets really cold to the bone. This weather is cold, and I think there's going to be some snow coming soon, so I may have to get more Epsom salts to just warm up my body. But when I had that green tea earlier in the car, oh, that was so good. It warmed up my body and they enjoyed their warm hash browns. So it was a good day. I would say today was a good day. And I just let them stay up and enjoy and dance to whatever music they wanted to listen to. And I'm enjoying this time, even though I'm trying to step back a bit and just like do less energetic things. We had a lot of fun. But again, getting back to being neurodivergent, um, I found like over the past couple of years, more than 5 years, when I discovered that my oldest had this, it was so eye opening to me that I was coping. And all those times I was called lazy, I really was just burnt out from all the social situations I was dealing with. I learned different ways to cope, like again, drinking hot drinking hot teas and just staying to myself, giving myself time to like relax and recharge my energy, my battery. I I did all kinds of different things. I would take lots of naps at times too, just because it was exhausting at times doing all the things I was doing, trying to fit into what was like a normal, like career, normal social situations, which wasn't right for me. And one thing I'm always so grateful for is my grandparents were around me a lot. They're at home, so they noticed my behaviors, and I'm pretty sure my grandma had a bit of autism or neurodivergent because she told me right away when I would always sort of like be burnt out from another retail job or customer service job. She would always say, when I remember, I was lucky enough that my grandma lived until I was 24. Um, so during like kind of my early college years, those were the years that she really became more vocal about how I should treat my career and what careers I should choose and how to work. And she always pointed, I remember one moment she did point out, because I tried different courses, and she always said too, "You're like me. You should work from home and figure out a way to earn money from home." Because with her, which was so interesting, she taught herself how to sew, and this was back in Guyana in the 19 like 60s, 50s, 60s, before they came to Canada. She worked from home. She used to basically be the sort of like that stylist that you would go to Friday nights, and she said she had different women that would come to the house, and she would make their dress, she would do their hair, and she also did embroidery. She taught herself embroidery. She looked at, the Sears catalog, and she would figure out how to make the patterns and make the same types of dresses and sell those dresses to women that would come to the house for the weekend and get all dolled up. And she would do wigs, and like she taught herself all that, which was like amazing. I was like, she taught herself how to sew, do wigs, do makeup, and she told me how she just figured out how to work from home, because she even said too, I liked it best too. And that always stuck with me, that I have to figure out a way to make a living from home. And I'm so grateful for YouTube that there is a way in this whole social media world that you can work from home and not get burnt out from, the little petty, and not petty, but just those social cues that I've had to learn along the way. And, has always been hard to adapt to. I've learned over the years though, but it was so hard. And I am a good worker. I am a loyal worker. I'm very good at problem solving. I have lots of good work ethic, but I found when I was in an office environment, I didn't always understand the social cues and the social, how to act all the time, or those, or how to like, there's so many situations like how to sort of protect your job. There's always someone just trying to sabotage you. And that concept was like, we all work for the same company. Why would you want to sabotage your coworker? We're all here to work as a team to help the company be successful. But anyways, I learned that, yeah, you gotta protect yourself. No one's your friend. But, and once again, I know that I belong. I know that I am a good worker. And thanks to how I was raised too, and having the influence of my grandparents and my mother, I knew that I can do it. And being an artist and being a mom, raising my kids, and helping my neurodivergent oldest child, I know I can guide my child and help myself at the same time, to know that it's okay to be to have a different to have different wiring in your brain, to have to learn certain things, but to also recognize that you have a talent and that you can be successful as a neurodivergent, especially in a creative career. I want to share that message, that you can be successful as a neurodivergent and an artist, and that you can make a successful living. So in 2025, I want to go all in, and you'll see a lot of me of sharing that message that you can be successful as a neurodivergent and an artist. So, anyways, so cheers to a successful 2025 and being the best version of me and the best version of yourself. So, I look forward to sharing this journey with you, and, let's create this community of creative warriors, design warriors. I'll figure out a name where everyone is accepted for who they are and we can share and help each other along the way. Bye now.